you opened the fridge, did you notice your mom was in the corner?
I know. I'm always.
She's always in the way.
I am always.
In my regular life as well.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Ouch.
It's okay for me to make fun of her.
Yeah.
Because I came out of her. That's fine.
Wow. Let's deconstruct this a bit here. Today is a special day. What's going on today?
My birthday.
Woo!
Tell them how old you are.
32 years old.
Yeah.
Little skin.
Actually 47.
47.
So
Wow.
14.
14.
Wow.
This is your first time at Kino?
It is. Yes. Yeah.
It's a small crowd, but
I'm part of the family now. Much they said to me.
yeah, there's some wonderful people here tonight,
Yeah.
and also Stephanie's here. So, what? I'm dropping.
I never.
I'm dropping the mic. That's how it works. I didn't know how to end it, honestly. I could have just ended it with just like the what is that line?
Sandwich.
Yeah.
And I needed a quote to inspire, to wrap things up.
Yeah.
The nice soft music and the sunset.
Yeah.
Life is like a door, don't trust a cow because the sun can't swim.
Yeah, that was it.
That was really good.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
my quote.
Yeah, it's to live by. Absolutely.
So intellectual.
I know. I'm getting t-shirts.
Yes.
I'm getting t-shirts.
How did you make the moldy look on
Oh.
the sandwich?
Food coloring.
Yes.
Really? You just
Yeah.
poured food color on?
Kinda, yeah.
Because it looks really kind of growy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
But I take it this is a true story where it's like it's hard to focus because then when you focus you hear all the little things you drown out.
Yeah, I think whenever you try to center yourself, if you don't just, it's hard to shut your brain off
Yeah.
a little bit, and those earworms.
And when you feel like you want to do this, you're prepared to do this during your day, do you normally do it before your day starts or after your day starts?
It really is where my brain is scrambled. So then I will just go in my room, sit down. Sometimes I just walk in the room and hit the bowl a couple of times, and yeah. So remember those tuning forks, the doctor? I think it probably comes from that. I always found that
And
soothing.
they would put this on your knee or something?
Yeah, they just tap it and test
they'll
your
test your
hearing. Yeah. At the end of the film where I flipped the bowl, I almost killed our camera. That was an accident.
I was going to
That
say,
was a
that
happy
looked
accident.
scary
Yeah.
from the camera.
It did, and if you were to really get quiet and listen to the film, you'll hear Tim go, Jesus. I do think it touches on when it was about healthcare, it did come to me that is an industry of healthcare, right? Of getting centered and self-help and, eating your flaxseed and chia and taking your probiotics and all the other stuff. So I think there is something to that. For me, it really is about calming my brain, which can be a hard thing to do.
You're right, there's so many things that demand your attention and can be very distracting and they break your focus from whatever you're trying to do. Kind of like along those terms, Eric.
Could it possibly also be a commentary on YouTube video ads? When you get those 2-hour-long ads and it's all very relaxing movie and then or music, and then right in the middle it's like, come to Walmart and buy new mattresses.
Yeah. Well,
It can be all of the intrusion.
It's the frustration that built up, more to me, felt like more like the story, like the story of how you try so hard to get centered and to, figure this out, and yet it doesn't happen as quickly as you'd like, so it's the impatience of it sometimes. I don't know if that was part of what you were trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely, that's where I was getting to, but it was successful thanks to some help in editing. Whenever you work with somebody who you love so much,
Aww.
so much, I love you, I do love you. Even the double fingers, I still love you. But when you do, then I think what helped in building the frustration was working with someone I loved so much. So by that point, I truly felt that kind of frustration.
Awesome.
But it also, for me, my interpretation, it drew parallels to trying to sleep. Trying to fall asleep.
Yes.
That's why I use moose tranquilizer now.
Oh God. Are you holding right now?
The overlay behind the text is actually a Terminator overlay.
Yeah.
So sometimes say target acquired and stuff.
Oh, I noticed that.
And this is something like personal to you.
Yes. And other than the ostomy, I don't have, but I did for 5 months, so I have some idea what it's like. So it's all stuff. The other 3 things I think is experience every day, and I threw that one in too.
And then hearing.
Yeah.
Is a big one. And
I like going out and going to karaoke and stuff, but people think, one friend thinks I'm an introvert. It's like, no, I'm an extrovert actually, but when I can't fucking hear what people are saying, they can't hear me, I don't talk much. So crowded places. People don't realize when you hear it above ears, the sound gets triangulated, basically, so you can tell where sound comes from, and that helps separate the foreground from the background.
Like depth perception with
Yeah.
others. Yeah.
So basically, exactly, it's the same idea. So everything's all mixed together. And people say, get a hearing aid. Well, that'll just raise the foreground and the background.
Yeah.
So instead of initially, I didn't want anything to come across as humorous, but then I realized it would make the punchline at the end have more impact.
It definitely
So
did.
it worked, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was a hit with the title at the end. It said invisible.
So do you know what you're going to say?
People don't realize just how much work it takes to be normal or positive or whatever. It's like, that is a percentage. Those percentages are pretty accurate. Sitting there, look like you're fine, but no, you're not.
So good.
And it's usually depression and anxiety at the same time, too. So.
Yes. Yeah. It was super well done.
Trying to be normal when every day is not for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
And so I love that you brought, or people took the humor from it, because if we don't find humor in these things, it will take us down.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best way. When I don't hear what somebody's saying, is to just repeat back what I heard, what I thought it sounded like. If I try to explain it, it doesn't work. If I do that, oh shit, really? That's what you heard? Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Francis, there's a funny film in there. So where did this idea come from?
It's actually a scene from a feature film that I wrote with my cousin Toby. And I just thought it was interesting when the theme reveal came up.
Is that because there is no medicine for this?
Perhaps.
Yes.
You have one actor who is playing completely serious, and one who's playing for comedy, and then one who's kind of stuck in the middle of it. I thought it might be fun to do.
I'm going to take a page from Dennis and totally psychoanalyze this here. No, but I mean, add insight. This is really good. Is it a social commentary on how cold and impersonal the healthcare is? How someone is, you'll get no sympathy. We ultimately die angry, alone, and afraid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all gonna die soon.
Yeah. Soon. Soon. Why did you say
in the
soon?
bigger context of things.
Why are you looking at me when you say that? I like a lot of the shots were kind of like almost Wes Anderson at the beginning. They were like straight on.
Okay, cool. no, like cool, cause so. I mean, as best as I could. I mean, it's kind of like a very sterile room. Like Wes Anderson, you've got like the color coordination, you've got like, different, so like the room was really constrained. Like it was a smaller room, so it was kind of hard to really get like more. I wanted to get like wider shots, but the room was very small, right? So I did the best I could. I mean, I was kind of thinking Wes Anderson. I mean, he wanted everything.
You said Wes Anderson.
Yeah, I did. So he wanted everything. Thank you. Yes, I did. So he wanted everything. Tim wanted everything just very like static, right? No, like not like a lot of movement. And he wanted very just like, what did you call them? Donut shots down the donut. What did you put donut punch in the shot list? Okay.
Donut punch.
So yeah, so that was the thing, and I had to look it up because I've never heard that term before. As a DOP, I was like, that's not a thing, but it is apparently in certain areas of the United States and Canada. Anyway, it's the whole thing. But yeah, I tried to go very Wes Anderson, but like it's a doctor's office, so everything was very sterile, so everything was very white, so it was very hard to kind of really punch that in. So and like claustrophobic is kind of what I was kind of seeing when I was coloring it, when I was helping Tim with the editing. So I think it kind of boiled down to that, where it's like very just you're in the face of everybody.
I don't like you.
I threw one together. I'm like, how long did it take you to do yours? He's like, a couple hours. I'm like, the hell, man? It took me like, 8 hours to do mine, and he threw a better edit together in like a couple hours. Well, it
wasn't my point, but it was more or less, it was more or less like, hey, because I was trying to explain to him when I first saw it. I'm going to project because I don't want the microphone. But when I first saw it, I was kind of like, I was trying to explain to him like certain tension that we needed to drive, especially with the donut punching. And I was like, I couldn't really explain it with my words, so I just kind of put it together and was like, here, this is what I'm talking about. And then he kind of actually ended up using a lot of what I had edited.
Yeah, Stephanie really, really understood the script, like right from the get-go. She's in my mind, like it's
Is she in there right now?
Always.
Is she telling you to do things?
Oh no.
How do you allow somebody else to have some creative input when it was your baby to begin?
For me, it's about the product. It's not about how I feel about it. It's about making a better film in the end.
More people's input is better. Like you can't really put a price on that. It's just something that, as a collaboration, makes it a whole heck of a lot better. Because at the end of the day, everybody's in their own head in the sense of like they see what they want to see and like putting sound really bad at this, but they see what they want to see when they, like, for example, when Tim writes a script, he sees a certain angle, I see a certain angle, someone else sees a certain angle. You put them all together and you're gonna have probably the best culmination of that angle that you can hit for this film.
At the end of the day, someone needs to be like the consistent artistic direction.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean there are obviously going to be those people that have more experience, that have more of like an artistic vision. So obviously you're not going to like sit there and listen to, like, I don't know.
Me.
Yeah. Like, I like working with people. I used to do my own stuff alone, and it's only one avenue, one track. The second that I started working with more people, it just kind of opened up and it's just way better. And it's fun.
Has there ever been times where artistic collaboration did not work out?
Yeah. And
absolutely. Like ego.
Oh, I've worked on. I'm not gonna name any names, but
It's me, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I've had people that show up on set and the first thing they do is just like drop their balls on the table and they're like, and you're just kind of like, sorry.
Metaphorical balls.
The stage is good. No, it's just kind of there. And like I've had literally someone come up to me and be like, I just want to make sure everything's in focus and the f-stop is matched throughout the whole film. And I just thank you for telling me to do the bare minimum.
It took everything for me not to break when Jesse was on the floor pointing up at me and I'm looking at the donuts and was laughing my head off.
Because it was funny, because you were right down the barrel and it's just every once in a while you just kind of look down at those donuts and it just killed me. Just killed me a little bit.
Here's how it actually went down. It's like, honey, I need you to walk in and tell me I'm beautiful and kiss me. Well, I don't want to do that. I'm like, well, then it's Vincent. Fine.
What about all the rehearsals we did?
I know. Cut after cut, take after take.
For teaching you how to love everybody but yourself.
This young girl in it, she's why I made this film, because she really did remind me of myself at that age and didn't think she was beautiful, never thought anybody would love her, all the things that I once thought about myself too. And so I looked at her and I said, do you want to make a film with me? And she's like, oh, I've never acted before, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. We need to do something. So I reached out to Vincent. We started with kind of the bathroom scenes, and then we added the therapist scenes, and I think it told a story for sure for many of us. I think a lot of us go through that. So it helped her, and so when it was done and she came over to watch it, I said to her, and this was something I had to do for myself early on, is you're gonna watch it twice. First time you're gonna watch it to get over yourself, because you will see everything that you don't like about yourself. And that's what you will fixate on. The second time you're gonna watch it, now you're gonna see it for the story that it is. And so she watched it the first time and she actually said, that wasn't so bad.
No.
So I was like, oh, that's good. It was to help her heal a little bit too. So.
Nice.
Wow. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
The delivery of the line at the end of the stairs is when he said, and this is my favorite part, when he says, I love you. I mean, whoa. You're beautiful. Well, I'm jumping ahead there. You're beautiful is that she doesn't shy away from it. She looks down first and then she looks up. And she doesn't make any excuses or apologize. She says, thank you.
Yeah.
And those two words are very powerful. Just thank you.
Yeah.
Acknowledge.
And that is extremely hard to just take and ask my husband, because I still have a hard time today. And he tells me every day, whether I'm at my worst or my best, doesn't matter. But it's not always easy to receive.
They have a lot of depth and layers to them, and it resonated through the audience and everyone really. And it's like we're having conversations with ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes we write these scripts and we're like, where do they come from? But they come from some need to tell something to myself.
Yeah.
And share it with people, then you find out we all, relate.
And she's been watching the whole time.
In the dialogue at the end, it almost seems like you were talking to yourself. That the young woman was actually a version of yourself as a young woman. And was that intentional?
Absolutely, because she was me.
Yeah, okay.
So she was, I've gotten wisdom as I've grown and I've learned. And so the statement at the end where I say, you don't need someone, you choose them.
Yes. That's just amazing.
After my first marriage ended, it took me almost 4 years, and I did not date, I did not see anybody until I met Mark. And it took a lot of growing for myself personally to get to a point where I realized my own self-worth and the love that I have to give somebody, but that they needed to deserve it now. And so through that, and I have never said 22 years later, I've never said I need you. It's always I want you and I choose you.
Wonderful.
Because there's power in that.
Yep. Bravo.
Wow, amazing. This is quite the moment. I'm still learning. I'm not quite there yet.
We always do. We never stop learning.
Keep learning the parallels between,
like
the shot at the beginning where like the makeup and the camera pans up and pans down again, and it's her daughter instead of her in the same spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Emotionally as well. So that was set the stage for what was to come.
Yeah.
Why was it like super slow, like audio, like creepy?
Well, to give it a bit of atmosphere, to give it a bit of mood, give it a bit of a mystery, because the LRT station was totally empty.
I get it. There could be something haunting when you're down there. It's all by yourself. I mean, underground. Are you afraid of the LRT?
No, but you're right. It's empty. And like government town, you go at 6 o'clock at night, and there's nobody there. Everyone's gone home.
And there's not a lot of people just playing music or busking and stuff like that. You'd think there'd be more, right? But they get caught or.
I don't know. I've never tried busking.
No.
But
like just playing the guitar or something, like in Toronto and Montreal, other cities, people are just in the subway everywhere.
I could come to the subway if you want.
Yeah, that's good. This time you did color and black and white. Why the switch?
Yeah. Well, because I had to roll a color film and I rolled a black and white film, and I thought it'd be cool to put them together.
That's fair, yeah. Sometimes it's a happy accident. So,
westbound train to passenger is arrived.
There was no one when you were filming in the LRT?
No, it was empty. There could have been a murder down there and no one would have known.
Did you murder someone?
No.
Make sure to get it on camera.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for the sequel.
For the sequel. So I noticed you film a lot in public spaces. Are you ever kind of like timid that people are watching?
No, but that's a good point, because I sometimes ask the actress or the actor if they're concerned, because this was no problem. But sometimes there's a whole bunch of people, and I just ask them if they're self-conscious.
Yeah.
And 99.9% of the time, no, they don't care.
Because a lot of times, you're right, the observer affects the observed.
Yeah, that's right. That's a whole scientific theory. And there's also this theory in filmmaking, so that if you show an actor or an actress with a neutral face, the audience is going to prescribe the emotion to them based on the shot afterwards.
Yeah.
So I was experimenting with that. So you have a shot of the young lady, always neutral, with like a storm. So you have a shot of her when she's sitting down, and then you have a shot of an empty park bench. And it allows the audience to try to make the connections.
I found that it left a lot to interpretation, like the young woman trying to come, like, you know, waiting for the train. She looked so sad, you know, it gave the impression that she was depressed, but at the same time, she just enters the train.
Yeah, it's about change. So she is here in a certain state of mind, and she gets into a train, and she goes somewhere else to a different state of mind. I don't know, you don't want to really, you know, hammer the exact details of the story to the audience. You want to leave a lot of it to interpretation.
Yeah.
And some may argue, you know, hey, you're asking a lot of your audience. Your audience, you know, may want things spelled out, A, B, or C. But it's like Ernest Hemingway. Like, Ernest Hemingway never says, this character is sad. Ernest Hemingway says, you know, this character did this, this, and this. These are the actions, and you prescribe the emotion to those characters. So I was kind of experimenting with all that.
The image was blurry, like jumping a little bit. I was curious to know, like, how you did that.
Oh, that's just because it was an old camera.
Oh, it's not okay. Darn.
That's beautiful when you're
I loved it.
in the 16,
yes.
you encounter a lot of happy accidents. So I'm not.
Oh, you're not doing it for
Any other questions?
Every moment you can.
My original idea was supposed to be a film noir where he's doing a mystery solving thing that I've been working on for like months. Scrapped all of that because none of that was working. And this was going to have like a voiceover like the Stanley Parable, where it's like, this is Scooby. Scooby does this today. Really, you know, and it wasn't really funny, nor was it really entertaining. It felt very draggy, and I went, oh, how do I solve this? Scooby could have a voice, and I could tell it from Scooby's point of view, and that just made everything kind of work.
So we can go down to the basement. And here we are on the final stretch.
Would you do the voice again? Would you do that?
Oh yeah, I really want, that was just the best I could come up with from a quick result, and I wanted to get it submitted. But I really want to work on developing Scooby's actual voice, because I think that would be really good for a whole lot of other things.
Well, if the reaction here tonight was an indication.
Thank you very much.
It was well received all the way through. Adding a voice to a pet is more than a voice, it's a personality.
Yes. And I didn't quite nail it. I did kind of capture a lot of his spirit in it, but the voice totally isn't quite his voice yet. It's
So this was kind of like a flashback to all these films you did last year, or the last 2 years of George and Louis?
Yeah, this is a memories episode. Basically like a flashback to all their adventures. I know it's early, but I decided to go for it.
And become a detective. Yeah, detective, even.
Well, if it isn't the dynamic duo of George and Louis, how have you guys been?
We've been great.
It was originally supposed to be another film, but an actor couldn't do it, and I didn't get the place in time, and also I ran out of money, so I couldn't really afford it, so I had to change it up a bit.
Well, where does your money go, though? What do you mean money? Because you have the gear. You have the gear.
Yeah, I have the gear. I meant money for an Airbnb.
Airbnb? Oh, so are you going to save this for the next one?
Yeah, I have to. I'm trying to get a job so I can afford Airbnbs again. Gonna write some little extra scripts before it comes to George and Louis in Roommate Wanted.
So is this George and Louis again?
Yeah, it is.
Outside? Okay.
Nice.
But I'll come up with other things as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and FYI, there was no script for this. This was all improv.
Nice. Very nice.
And I appreciate you working with us, because the first version you submitted was like 14 minutes long.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. I just want to make you look good, because if the film looks good, it makes you look good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It makes people want to work with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Check this out. This is because I'm the ladies' man. What do you think of my my lady vaders, I call them?
So you shot this yourself. What was the biggest lesson you think you learned from doing that versus having someone else shoot it before? Because all the previous ones you had someone else shoot it, right?
Yep. I think either the lesson I've learned is I either need to learn to minimize the background noise or just start rehiring boom operators.
Nice.
No, we'll talk after, because I have a technique when you do a wide shot. So do you have a microphone?
I don't have a microphone for my camera, actually.
Do you have like a standalone microphone that records to anything, like your phone? No.
My phone, I used to do that, but it just, every time I use it, it sometimes just says recording could not be saved.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the technique. So we'll line you up with some gear next time. So if you have a still shot, which is like it's on a tripod, it's not moving, what you can do is you can technically bring a microphone as close to the actors as possible, even though it's visible in the frame. But because it's a frame that doesn't move, you can just erase it in Photoshop.
Okay.
So then you have perfect sound from far away.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, we'll hook you up. And